ready for this conversation. But I'm leaving the hair salon, and so I cannot hold the phone in my hand. So of course I listened to the Shannon, the Shay Club Shay interview with Monique, right? So guys, I'm gonna lay my phone down because I want to be safe, right? Okay, there it is. It's laying down. I'm sure y'all can hear me. Okay. Cat Williams set it off. He said it. He said the right things. He knew that was gonna open up the door for more people to come in and talk to Shannon. Right? He called it. It was the truth. He's opened up the door. And I'm gonna say this, a lot of people may not agree with me. A lot of people may, oh well, this is my opinion, right? Just because he's opened it up for a place of truth and he's laid the foundation of what we all know to be true. Cat Williams spoke the truth. He spoke. Does not mean that everybody that comes after him are coming from a place of truth. You can take it however you choose to take it. Now, Monique, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I dismiss everything that she says, right? I find some truth in a lot of what she says. A lot of things that she says kind of collaborate with what Taraji was saying, what she's dealt with in the business. So some of the things that Monique said back in the day, she is right about a couple of things. It is based on the person who says it, and it's based on your delivery of how you say it. I've been on both sides. I've been Taraji in a situation, and I've been Monique, and I've learned to be in between both of them. Sometimes you got to speak your truth and let the chips fall, right? But when you learn better, you know how to do better. It's all about your delivery, and it's all about how you're coming off. Because if anybody can poke holes in your story, is if it's some things that just don't make sense in your story, then hey, that's just how it's gonna be. People, once you poke holes in someone's story and find some things that are just not true, it's hard to, everything else gets diminished. So, do I believe that some things happened to Monique? Yes. Yes, I believe she got blackballed in Hollywood. What I do not believe is that the blame lays on Oprah and Tyler. That's what I do not believe. And let me just say why I don't believe that. When Monique got her Oscar, when Monique received her Oscar, right? Everything changed about Monique. She got the talk show on BET and talked louder than, I don't even know, she didn't even need a mic. She was talking so loud. She wouldn't take anybody's advice of how she was coming off. Then she started being a diva with BET, asking for more money with her, because she had an Oscar and she needed more money and things like that. She became too much for a lot of different places. You have to know the proper time and the correct ways about doing things. You have to know when to approach people. You have to know, what are you bringing different to the table that I'm paying you more? What is your views like? What is the audience like? How many people are actually tuning in and watching you? Are you blowing up, or Is it just mediocre? You know, all of this. But Monique became a very big diva in a lot of things. And no pun intended, I promise I'm not. She became a diva times 100 once she won that Oscar, and could nobody tell her anything. Now, I'm a sister. I'm a black woman. And I see, that's why I'm treading lightly, because I know the struggle that we as black women have to do in order to prove that we are either just as worthy or more than what the status quo, more than what you're giving this other person props for. It's a whole lot of things that I can say in the aspect, but one thing I do know is it's a lot of grooming that Monique needed, and she was not willing to listen. And the way that she came at a lot of people, she burnt a lot of bridges. Now, I don't know what she has, what recording she said she has on Tyler Perry, and the conversations that she had with Oprah, or Oprah taking her part in the movie. I can't even remember the name of the movie. All of that, right? Just different things that Monique is coming out with. But what I do know is these two mega African-American stars, the problem that I have with what Monique was coming out with on this show is, if you had that much evidence on them, and you say you had this evidence, why you didn't sue them back then if they cost you money and they cost you your career? Why you didn't sue them for defamation? If you have all your ducks in a row, you have all this evidence against the person, why you didn't sue them for defamation of character? That's why I have the issue with some of the things that she was saying, because I'm like, I agree to a certain point, but to a certain point, Monique, there's some stuff missing in your story, boo-boo, that I can't really get with. And I'm sorry, but if I knew for a fact that this person was responsible for ruining my career, right? And I had proof that they admitted that they did me wrong, and I know their net worth, there's nothing that would have stopped me from suing them. Y'all would have hated me or whatever, but there's nothing in the world that would have stopped me from suing them. If you have that much proof on somebody, why not do a defamation of character lawsuit? There's a statute of limitations on certain things. I don't know the statute of limitations on defamation of character. I really don't know. But I do know the longer you wait, the longer it seems that there's not any there's something going on here more than what we all know. Because if you expect Tyler Perry, if you expect Oprah Winfrey to go anywhere and vocally say that they ruined your career, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, that is not going to happen. And you keep trying to call them out. You keep trying to... Wait a minute. Did this literally just happen? Oh my God. Guys, as I was driving, I had to turn around, right? The street I was going up and down from, they literally just, that's how fast things happen. A wreck just happened that fast. But anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, guys, the holes that are in her story is, why haven't you sued Tyler Perry? If you say you have this evidence, and Tyler Perry, billionaire Tyler Perry, has admitted on recording that he single-handedly helped ruin your career, why wouldn't you sue him? Why you just keep talking about it over and over again? Because you're not going to call him out. You're not going to make him come out on a video or something like that and say, yes, I ruined Monique's career. That's not how that's going to work. So I'm not really understanding that aspect. Now, a lot of things that she said, I kind of believe when it comes to certain things that she said about Oprah and certain things that she may have said about things that go on in Hollywood, period. I love Oprah Winfrey. I happen to be someone who absolutely love Oprah. I don't put anybody on a pedestal to the point where I could say that they have never done anything that people say that they've done. So anything is possible. There may be some truth in what she's saying when it comes to Oprah. But what I can say is, if the person that Monique has made herself to be has this much evidence on two huge, mega African-American stars in our community, bigger than these two are billionaires. If she has this much evidence on these two people, why haven't she sued them? Why haven't she sued them? That's the question that I have, because you're not going to get them to come to you any other way. If that was the case, they would have done it by now. If you have that kind of evidence on somebody like them, the only way that you can get your due is to sue them. They're not going to just hand you no money. So I feel like she's kicking up dust in that aspect. Now, everything else that she said, I take it with a grain of salt when it comes to D.L. Hughley. The situation between her and D.L. Hughley, I don't really understand the rift between them two. It's kind of strange, weird, all in the same way. I don't really get it. I don't really get the relationship they have with each other. What is actually going on with them two? I don't know. But she said a whole lot, and this is just my little take on it. Everybody else can believe what they want to believe, but I do not 100% believe her. No, I do not. I believe that she is an opportunist, and she saw the attention that Cat Williams had on Club Shay, and she felt like that's an opportunity for her to come out there and speak what she believes is the truth, whether it's the truth or not. That's what I believe. I believe that she and that's why you have to take something with a grain of salt when people speak, because I just feel like at this point, if you really felt like you were done this wrong, by now, why not sue them? Why not? You got the proof, you got the evidence, and most likely it will be settled out of court. So if you have all of that, why not sue? because if these are just speculations, if these are just things that you cannot prove, then it just needs to just be stopped. If you're just speaking and feel like this is what they did to you and you don't have any proof behind any of it, you're just kicking up dust. So that's where I'm at with it. And if she had proof that this was done to her, I would believe her. Even though I love Tyler Perry and I love Oprah Winfrey, I love both of them. But if she had proof that these things were done, of course I would believe her. But right now, it's like you just kicking up dust and throwing stuff in the air and seeing who will catch what. And that's not how it works. What what you and what Cat Williams and Monique did are totally two different things. Cat Williams had facts. Cat Williams had things that could not be debunked. Cat Williams had he had the receipts. Monique says she has the receipts, but she ain't done nothing with the receipts. Cat Williams is not trying to sue anybody. Cat Williams is not trying to say somebody did something for defamation of character. He was just speaking his truth and how things really are. If you had a defamation of character situation going on with two of the largest African American stars of all time, why not sue them? That's all I gotta say. So these two situations are not the same. These two situations are not the same. I do not dislike or like Monique. I'm a fan, but I'm not a fan. She did some stuff over the years that kind of raised my eyebrow. I like her in the Parkers. I like some of the things, some of her stand-up and things like that. So don't think that I'm just not a fan of Monique, because I do like Monique in some aspects, but some things I feel like that she needs to take ownership in. I think she needs to sit back and look at her part of what could have went wrong. Are you being too much of a diva? Are you expecting so much? Are you expecting a lot of things to happen that maybe you haven't done your homework and know how it should happen, how to make it happen? I feel like it's a lot of missing parts in what was said. I just felt like she took Cat Williams and Taraji's situation and she blended herself in it and to make herself relevant again. And I'm sorry, but I probably wouldn't go to a Monique stand-up, but I'm willing to see what proof does she have against the credibility of these two people that she keeps bringing up over the years. I really feel like it's not going to go anywhere. She just, it's almost like, now, let me just go back a little bit. The situation with Oprah having her family members on her show, I'm not going to say that was right. If you talked to me and you didn't tell me that you was going to have my mama on your show, and you know the relationship with my mama is rocky, I would have a problem with that as well. This is the Libra in me. Seeing the other side of it, Oprah was a talk show host. And a talk show host, or someone who is going that needs the story, that's something that's gonna just be groundbreaking, they're gonna get the story. If they can get somebody in a family that can say some stuff on somebody, whether it's right or wrong, or get their side of what the star has been saying, they're gonna do it. Because I have some issues with how Oprah did Michael Jackson. That's the problem that I had. I've never ever will listen. I've listened to that interview one time, and I was so disgusted. I did not like the way she painted him. I did not like the way she handled the situation. And I felt like she went in believing something without hearing his side of the story. And that's all I'm going to leave. That's all I'm going to leave that. That's how I'm going to leave that. Because I felt some kind of way about that interview. Now, the interview with Monique's mama, I feel like that was a little intimate situation that Oprah should have let Monique know. Or even had Monique on the show, which Monique probably wouldn't have went, but invited her to it. So that was kind of crass right there. That was. So I don't know. But this is the thing. The person that you have something against, that you're trying to taint, that you're trying to put in a different light, is not looking favorable for you, Monique, to keep trying to paint this person in a negative light. Instead of just moving on, move forward. I get what they did to you. I get it hurt. But if you don't have anything tangible that you can go back and say, I can sue you for this, I can have you in court for this. Then why keep bringing it up? Because you're never going to get them, trust and believe, to come to you on any type of platform and say, yes, I did these things to you. There's no way in the world they would do that. So it's a decision that has to be made with this ever-going situation. Either you're going to let it go or show proof towards both of these people and take them to court and sue them. It's either one way or the other way. That's the only way that this is going to move on, because you're not going to call them out the way she keeps trying to call them out. That's not going to work. So that's my little take on it. That's my little 2 cents. Take it however you choose, and have a peaceful day. Bye-bye.